¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Nos encontramos nuevamente en Cosechando Opiniones con De Riego, y en esta ocasión nos honramos con la presencia del CEO para Haifa, Motti Levin. Bienvenidos. ¿Qué tal, Motti? ¿Cómo estás? How are you?
I'm very good, thank you, Javier. Everything is good with you as well.
Okay, let's begin to the interview. First of all, please talk about the Haifa, your mission, where you standing at currently, where are you going?
First of all, to understand the context of what is Haifa, you have to understand the context of what is Israel in general. This is the country where Haifa was established. Nowadays, everybody are talking about food security, about sustainable issues, about change of weather, shortage of water, growing demand for food, right? This is a very up-to-date issues. But this is exactly the background of the establishment of Haifa back in the 60s of the previous century. We are an Israeli company. Israel is a small country, very hot. The soil is not comfortable for agriculture. Shortage of water. Surrounded with neighbors who are not always welcoming us. So these days, challenges that the world is facing, this is the environment that Haifa was established back in the 60s. Haifa was established by a governmental initiation which made a decision to take the minerals of the state of Israel, who were the only raw materials, natural resources of the state, and to upgrade them. So the government made a process, invented the process of which the potassium nitrate was created as an agriculture application. So this is the background of Haifa. Haifa is a company which deals with precision agriculture. It was established in the state of Israel because of shortage of water, because of shortage of manpower, because they needed to support the growing population with more food. So what we are doing more yield, more productivity with less water, less nutrition, and less pollution by far. This is, if I need to define what is Haifa doing, this is what we do. Precision nutrition, precision agriculture.
Now, where are you going, Haifa?
So, Haifa is switching gradually from being a product-oriented company towards a solution company. That means that our mission, first of all, our general mission, the way we describe it, is to reduce hunger in the world. We are doing it by creating a variety of products, services, and technologies which will enable the grower, regardless where he goes, to make more yields with less nutrients, less water, and side effect in a very sustainable way. So this is what we are transferring to become a service-oriented 360 solution company around the grower and the crop.
Why did you choose Mexico 25 years ago?
The Mexican growers are exactly the type of growers that Haifa like to serve, and this is why. The products of Haifa require a very high level of agronomy know-how. These are sophisticated, technology-oriented products which are coming in a soluble way, either through the root or through the leaf. It requires a very high standard of agronomy understanding and growing understanding. We find all of this with the Mexican market. The Mexican growers are easy to adapt new technologies, new methods, new products, and it was understood in Haifa many years ago, and this is why we are present here nearly 30 years, and for sure we are coming to Mexico with all of our knowledge. We have here many business partners which are partnering with us for many years. addressing to the market the developments of Haifa, the products of Haifa, and we are very thankful for them, for their partnership, and we believe that this is for a long-lasting period.
Okay. Which are your main strengths in Haifa? Strengths.
The strengths of Haifa.
Strengths.
I think that the main strength is the agronomy know-how. Haifa, from the 60s, took the mission of getting better understanding of what are the crop needs, regardless what is the crop, but in particular crops which are suitable for intensive agriculture, greenhouses, orchards, and nowadays also open field. So our main strength, if you'll ask me, starts from deep agronomy know-how, which we are opening to the public free of charge. If you look at our website, you can find field trials, you can find research with institutions, research that we do in our trial farms, and it's all open to the market and to our clients and even to our competitors.
Okay. In this case, which has been the impact of the global situation on fertilizers? First, the pandemic, and then the war between Russia and Ukraine.
So I actually started with these terrible conditions. The world is going through tough days. As you rightly said, we are talking about war, we are talking about sanctions, we're talking about logistic constraints, shortage of water, also climate changes, and growing demand for food. On the short term, this is a very challenging situation for everybody, including industries like Haifa. And we see in the last year that there is a shortage of, the demand is shortening quantity-wise. Prices are skyrocketing, but the quantities, the demand for fertilizer is shrinking. But I think that at the end of the day, all these circumstances which are coming together are addressing the industry towards smarter solutions. Solutions which, as I described before, will create more food for much less resources. And this is actually the big promise of Haifa. We are working under these circumstances from the very early stages of the establishment from back in the 60s. So if you'll ask me, at the end of the day, more and more growers will understand that they need to go to smarter, technology-oriented solutions, methods of growing. That means much more drip irrigation, foliar irrigation, less usage of water, less usage of urea and commodity fertilizers. All in all, there is a formula of nutrient use efficiency. People will start to measure their activity by the nutrient use efficiency, and if people will adopt this method, they will be much more safer from future crises as we are facing now.
About the technology, how does Haifa cope with the technological development that the world is experiencing? Or how does Haifa manage to be at the leading edge in terms of technology?
So, as a company which defines itself more as a solution company rather than a product company, as we used to be in the past, we understand that farm management technologies is a key factor for the growers. If we will provide them technological solutions, it will make their life easier. It will solve them a lot of problems. At the end of the day, the growers, they are looking at us and they are asking how we can help them to solve their problems, their challenges. So Haifa is investing a lot in developing technologies of farm management, starting from developing nutrition software, calculators. We developed 3 of them which are free of charge on the App Store and through other channels. We recently invested in an Israeli startup which developed an application using your smartphone. You can take 2 photos of a leaf and immediately get by artificial intelligence and very smart optician, you immediately get the results, the level of nutrients in the leaf, and by this it will enable the grower to tackle any shortages wherever they occur. Adding to that the nutrition programming that can also help him to understand how much and what he should add to the crop. So these are several examples of how Haifa is tackling the new technological demand of the markets and the growers.
This is the program? Is this like yes. Program, the high tech?
Oh yes, it's definitely high tech. It was designed, developed in Israel by several scientists. It's a breakthrough in the precision agriculture. It will end up that in one device the grower can have not only can identify the level of nutrition but also the level of irrigation needs and other parameters. Eventually it will add also the fertilizing program, and at the end of the day it will be able to make online demand for the product. Look, we believe, and I think that Mexico is a very good example. We believe that growers are becoming more and more technological oriented. The young generation is much easier to adapt these methods, and this is our hope, and this is why we are here and we are progressing all of these programs.
Okay. One question very important for us. According to your opinion, what will be the role of fertilizer in the future? Will they only serve to produce more quantity? Or do you believe that the fertilizers will also help improve the nutritional quality of crops and will help protecting soil fertility?
It's an excellent question, because we are not waiting for the future. We are actually implementing exactly these methods as part of our current business. Haifa developed and is keep developing a very wide range of biostimulants and microelements and biological solutions that can support growing better yields in much broader variety of crops. So when you're looking at a Haifa solution, and I keep repeating this term of solution because when we are selling blends of materials, the blends consist not only nutrients, they consist also sometimes, for instance, biostimulants. Biostimulants are practically the vitamin of the crop. It's not a food, but it enables the crop to increase its shelf life. It helps the crop to handle extreme weather conditions. It helps the crop to face UV situations and more. So definitely the issue of producing more, it's not only more quantities, but it's better quality, better shelf life. At the end of the day, and as I said earlier, our mission is to reduce hunger. This is how we see it, to reduce the hunger in the world. This is our mission. And we cannot do it only by increasing quantities. We have to increase the shelf life, to prolong the shelf life. We have to ensure that the quality of the fruit will be stable along a period of time. This is what we are already doing. In the future, we'll keep on developing it.
Okay, what is your opinion regarding the Mexican market?
Haifa is a company which is active in more than 100 countries. It's a global company. We are covering the world through 17 subsidiaries. Each subsidiary is a regional hub. Haifa, Mexico, is a regional hub for Mexico and for Central America. The Mexican market, and you can see it by national statistics, has a very important role in feeding the world. It's one of the most one of the biggest exporter of fruit and vegetables. The technology level here, the agronomy know and understanding is amongst the best in the world. This is exactly the market where companies which consider themselves as technology-oriented companies like Haifa want to find themselves. The Mexican market, the Mexican growers, and also the Mexican distributors, and we have many players along the supply chains who are partnering with us for many years. Maybe this is also my opportunity to thank them for many years of collaborating. At the end of the day, we are not selling directly to the grower, we are selling through many distributors. And these distributors are partners of Haifa in promoting advanced technologies which are so important for the Mexican grower.
In Mexico beginning? Beginning in Mexico, for America Central?
So Haifa, Mexico is a central hub for the entire Central America countries, yes.
Haifa keeps investing in Mexico. Why? Is the same?
Because we believe that the future is we don't think that Mexico is a country and the Mexican growers reach their glass ceiling. We think that there is much more to develop, and because we see that the young generation of growers are adopting technology easy, and they want to see more materials, microelements involved. More sophisticated blends. This makes Mexico as a very interesting market for us, and by the way also for the entire industry.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the three programs, NutriNet, CropTune, Folly Match? So the NutriNet and the Foil Match, these are the all three are examples of Haifa technology programs. So the Foil Match is a fertilizing program by foliar. The NutriNet is the fertilizing program through the root. CropTune is the trademark of the application which I described before, taking photo and determine what is the level of nutrition in the leaf and in the crop. Have you had the opportunity to visit crop fields in Mexico or no?
To visit
crop fields in Mexico?
I did, not in this visit, but in previous visits.
Okay.
Sure, and everywhere I go, I see sophisticated growers, very passionate for the greenhouse, for the fields, eager to learn, and I must say also very loyal to the Haifa brand, which is very important for us, and we invest a lot to make it the best brand in our industry.
Okay, Tommy Levin, thank you for your answer. It was a great honor to have you here in Cosechando Opiniones por de Riego.
Thank you, Javier. It was a pleasure being here with you.
Okay, thank you, amigos. Muchas gracias. Hemos terminado la conversación con Motti Levin en Cosechando Opiniones con de Riego.